Hey folks, Scott from IT Rockstars. Hope you're doing well. We're going to be looking over our LinkedIn automation tool. It's been running for just over a week here on one of our VA's accounts. So I'm going to share with you. I'm going to dive deep into the actual automation, what it's doing, and also go into the statistics over the last 7 days, showing you the types of results that we're getting and what you could be getting from a LinkedIn automation tool. One of the things that we must mention here at the start of this video, we do not condone spamming on LinkedIn. The automation that we have is actually got a completely different purpose from spamming, and I'll cover that in the sequence. We did cover it last week, but I'm going to just repeat myself here if you're new to watching our videos, just so that you get some really good value from this and you don't start going abusing the LinkedIn system like so many other people on LinkedIn. Anyway, let's get into the screen here. I'm going to just bring up, as I say, this is our VA's account that we're doing this on. Now, there's a reason that we're doing it on their VA's account. She doesn't really use her account that much, her LinkedIn account, and she has agreed to allow us to try this tool on it. The reason that we're doing this on her account is because we could be seen as abusing the system because we're using an automation tool. And I think the LinkedIn terms and conditions probably specifically say that you're not to use automation tools. So we don't want to get any wrist slapped or anything like that on our main accounts. So we're using this account that doesn't get used that much. Thanks to Jennifer for allowing us to do this on her account. So Dripify, as I say, we're fairly new to this. We haven't really done LinkedIn automation in the past before. The sequence that I have got up here, the whole purpose of it is to market to our existing prospects. So I didn't say it's educate our existing prospects and market to them. We're not spamming them, so we're not sending them as messages as such to say, hey, can we do some business or can we set up a meeting or anything like that. The sequence we've got, you can see this quite clearly here. The first part of the sequence is we view the profile, then we wait 2 days, then we like one of our prospects posts. It allows us to do that, this system. Then we send them an invite, and we send them a blank invite, so we don't say anything within the invite. It's just a connection request. There's no message or anything like that, and the connection either declines the invite or accepts the invite or just completely ignores the invite if they're not on LinkedIn. And we have some logic built into the system here. If they do not accept the invite, we don't do anything. That's it. It's the end of the sequence. However, if they do accept the invite, we have a 7-day waiting period, and within that time frame, the whole the whole strategy that we're looking to do is for them to actually start engaging in our content. So we've got a couple of automation tools that we use at IT Rockstars and we give to all of our members that allow some automation aspects of your marketing to enter into your LinkedIn timeline that those prospects will see, and if the content's designed in a way that will engage them and get them to start reading the content and coming back to our website, no one else's website. We're not suggesting that you go and post up lots of other people's websites onto your LinkedIn. Post up content on your own website, okay, and get people back to your website so they can engage in your content. We also do things like these videos, and we hope that the prospects that connect with us see these videos on their timeline. That's the whole point of this sequence. Is purely just so they can start engaging in our content. It's a content marketing exercise. We do have, obviously though, you can see here on the screen, after that 7 days, we do send them a little message, and it is just to invite them to our Facebook group where we run marketing experiments that they'd be interested in, because it's specifically for IT businesses. We've got a Facebook group. It's called the MSP Marketing Lab, and people have the option to join there. We say, hey, we're opening up this invite to you. That's it. We're not spamming. We're not asking for business. We are just delivering some value and some use to our audience. Do not abuse this system. I'm telling you, because it's just going to get worse and worse. I log into LinkedIn and I get all these connection requests, but they include a message like, let's do business. I feel as though we should connect because we've got these mutual contacts. And I'm just like, no, stop the spam. Okay, let's try this a different way. So this is a different way of using those LinkedIn automation tools. You can see the audience here that we've built up a prospects list. You can build that up various ways. You can use Sales Navigator. You can build up a manual prospects list of taking prospects, their URL profile, and build a nice long list that way. There's different ways that you can do that. We've got around about 400 in this one, and you can see the stats here. And we've got about 14% acceptance rate on our connection requests. So it used to be, I remember when I was doing this manually about 3 years ago, back in 2019, when I first started with this, I was getting about 30% connection requests. So if I connected with 100 people, I'd probably get around about 30 of them back that would connect with me. We're now down to 14%. So that's halved. And it's because of all those LinkedIn spammers. However, I can predict here from this that in a month's time, so around about 20 working days, I will have approximately 60 new connections. So the tool limits the amount of connection requests you can make to 20. And with that 14% acceptance rate, about 60. You know, my math's pretty bad, but we're looking at about 60 here. So I think that's actually really good. I mean, you might think, oh, you're only going to get 60 new connections in the course of a month. But to tell you the truth, I only need 60 new connections for the whole year. You know, I don't need thousands upon thousands of LinkedIn connection requests. I only need 60 people that are the target market for what it is that we do here at IT Rockstars to see our content. And that's the way that you should be thinking about it in your IT business. Well, who's your target prospects? Getting a really defined list together of those prospects and coming up with marketing material that's going to engage them specifically. And you'll find that you don't need that many. You can run like the free trial at 7 days here, or just pay for a month, and then you'll be done. You've got 60 new connections that you would have never had. You could go down the route of, like, you know, having this in overdrive and having like 5 accounts. And you know, it is very tempting because it's a low price product. However, you really do not need that with this system if you're using it in this type of way. Hope this was helpful for you folks. I'm going to go now. I've waffled on for too long, but I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy.